Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canada Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canada Inn's. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon & Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, that's real good. New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw. The Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice. or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba Sports Ticket Raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MB Curl Museum. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Good morning. Welcome to the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships being hosted by the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba. This is Jocelyn Beaver. With me today I have Shane McGranahan, and we'll be casting the game between the 3-1 Zachary Norris team from the Morris Curling Club taking on Owen Girard from the Brandon Curling Club, who's 0-3.
Yeah, 6-game round robin. Norris tied for first right now, so it'll be a big game for them to stay up there. Top team goes straight to the final tomorrow. And for Team Girard from Brandon, looking for that first win. I think 3 losses might be too much, but get some experience here.
And Shane, you were saying they just recently competed at the high school provincials. They're a young and up-and-coming team, so this will be good experience for them.
Yeah, they just started curling together through our high school program here in Brandon, and playing in the high school provincials, getting an opportunity to get some more competitive games in. So they're still pretty new to the competitive side of the game, and so that is some important experience.
So we just saw lead Liam Copeland throw his second yellow rock just through the rings.
14-5. New path out here to the wing.
Throwing lead for Morris is Carter Malmquist. Morris Curling Club has the high performance camp, so these gents certainly will have had easy access to a little additional coaching.
15-9, yep.
They're coached today by Jonathan Friesen. He's sitting at the back of the rings on the one side, and Jordy Hargraves is coaching the local Brandon team, sitting on the other side of the sheet at the back by the scoreboard.
Definitely a different dynamic in the junior game, having the access to the coaches throughout the game. Similar to some of the events you'd see in the arena ice with the coaches behind the scoreboard, just all those opportunities for the little chat throughout the game.
Yeah, I think it's good that there is access, because I think curling is one of the few sports where prior to this they did not have access to their coach during the game, other than specific timeouts, and usually those were called for shot decisions.
Nice 10 here.
So in the hack is Blake Good. He's the second for the Norris team.
10. Whoa.
Blake is from Stonewall, Manitoba.
Yep. 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 Hard. Quiet. Lean. Quieter. 10-5. Good throw.
There's a nice roll there by the Girard team to kind of group those red stones together now, and
possible double with even a roll to hold the shooter if it's made the way it's called. These teams, I assume, are keeping an open end till they get to know the ice, playing in the rings. Hit and roll out, he has an opportunity to split the house again.
Yeah, important to keep that. Even if you didn't make the double there, important to miss that the other way and keep the shooter around, maybe force a hit and stick. But now, really good chance here to get some separation between these red stones.
Yep. Line's good. Weight's close. Top 12. You can go. You gotta go. Okay, just top 8.
Been watching a bit of the event so far this week, and the ice conditions have looked very good so far, very fast. I've been hearing close to 15 seconds hog to hog for that T-line draw at times, and like a good 4 feet of curl almost, maybe they're off the center line.
Yes, that's nice to see the curl going to the wings. It does bring in the corner guard game.
Yeah. What are we thinking compared to my draw to the button? Half second more. Okay. All there out of hand. Line's good. All there.
So Ethan is from Morris. Whoa, Ethan Brandt is the third. He's been curling competitively with the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour, as well as training and curling out of the as a junior out of the Morris Curling Club. And it looks like, oh, he hung on. So Owen is asking his third, Samuel Dickey, to try and group those rocks again.
Hey! Hard!
Not well, not well.
Oh, he pushed it. Hard! Okay.
Yeah, you heard Owen call that right out of the hand. I think a little bit of a roll in on the release on that hit, and just got it going.
And they're throwing nice weight so that the sweepers can have an effect on the rock. But
yeah, it was great weight control there on all the hits so far there. Sometimes you see some of those younger junior teams. That's something that's always a step to learn, is throwing that appropriate weight, and throwing some of those takeouts too hard when you're just trying to stick around or needing a good roll.
Yep.
That's right.
Can't hurt it. You gotta go. Yep.
They try so hard to be able to throw peel weight, and then to bring them down to
Go. Hey, great sweet.
the softer weights to hold your shooters. So Norris is laying 3. And I missed the call here.
I think he's going aggressive here, going to try a come around off that one that was just thrown.
I was thinking the same thing.
You could certainly try the same shot. A little bit harder to get underneath cover with the long hit and roll. but without Hammer leaving all those red stones in play, certainly some risk here.
Weight's heavy. Just leave it. Just leave it. Straight. Hard straight. Hard
There's enough
straight,
curl here. I
hard
think
straight.
you can bury it.
Is he by?
It's okay. That sucks. Just nose. I think you want to roll this way. Okay. Control.
Little things that are important too. I think that's another reason why it's nice to have the coaches right there to give you that immediate feedback. But they knew that one was heavy. They could have been sweeping that one even to get a little bit more curl to make sure that they at least removed that top red one from the rings.
Yes.
Now
yes.
that red biter now could end up on the scoreboard this end.
So Norris is wanting to hit and flop a little outside. I assume because he doesn't want to give him anything to draw behind in the center.
Hard, 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 hard. Go, go, go. It's fine.
Oh.
You want to hit the 7 into the 5?
Down the inside of it. Yeah. Give me here.
So he's electing to play the double.
Try and get the double, if not, just get one off. We'll be okay with it.
Right on the nose would be pretty close.
Pretty close.
I'm gonna give you guys almost normal.
I'm not sure he'd be shot. If he gets a double, I don't think he could be shot.
Straight. 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 That's okay. Throw way more low.
They're definitely having trouble with the broom and their hits, whether it's release or broom placement. But so this leaves Zach Norris with a free draw for 3, and he's just throwing a. Oh, he hasn't thrown a draw. So, but they have an idea of the time. He'll coming to the fattest part of the house.
Just T-line.
Oh well, they liked it out of his hand.
Sure in. Looks good, just clean. Coming off a bit. Just clean. 3.
And Norris puts a 3 up on the board. We will be right back after this break.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Welcome back to the juniors, the Co-ops of Manitoba's junior provincials. Today's feature is Zach Norris from Morris playing Owen Girard of the Brandon Curling Club, and Norris took a 3 on the first end. Girard in the hack is Liam Copeland. The Girard team, this is their team's first competitive season. All the players are still in high school. They were quarterfinalists this year at the Manitoba High School Athletic Association Provincials, so they're doing well. And I think this weekend will be a great opportunity for experience and learning for them. Today they're being coached by Jordy Hargraves, and they're playing Zach Norris. This team has played together for the past 2 seasons, and they finished 2nd and 3rd in the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour.
You need the red. Okay, curl. Curl.
They won the Heather Manitoba Junior Curling Tour Bonspiel this year.
Sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep it out. Okay.
So with a 3-point lead, they've obviously decided not to throw up center guards and play in the rings.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to tap that stone just to the top of the forefoot. A little too much weight there, and they didn't want it behind the tee line, so that was why the call of sweep it through.
Yes, anything behind the tee line is probably an advantage to Team Girard. That looks a little tight.
You're gone. Whoa, you're gone, you're gone.
Sadly, Owen Liam don't at the end there.
Just draw around. Which turn? Throw the same turn.
This Norris team last year finished 3rd at the U20 Provincials, so and that was in their first season.
Got there again. Back 8. Back 8. Okay. It's coming down. Weight's good.
Yeah, certainly the story it feels like in the junior play is less teams. You know, there's only 7 here competing for the junior men's and 11 for the junior women's. But there are still lots of opportunities to get a lot of those really good competitive games. With the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour, they have both the U20 and the U18 provincial championships now, and so there's still a lot of opportunities for these curlers. And you're seeing that success. You know, you've seen Jordan McDonald rip through juniors here the last few years, and Jace Freeman out here. You're seeing a lot of teams coming out of juniors play just really easing into that transition into the men's and women's play. So there's definitely something working in the competitiveness of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
Just not as many of them out there now.
No, but really, I don't know if there's not as many curlers at any age. We haven't done a very good job of replacing the retiring curlers.
You could just throw a guard now if you wanted.
I shouldn't say that in that way. That's been what's happening. However, I believe that with the Shining Stars program that it's very robust out in this area, and there's a lot of young people coming up. So hopefully they can stay with the sport, and we'll see a resurgence of popularity.
All there. Coming down. Tight. Room. Weight's great. Halfway. Curl. Halfway. Oh, line's good. Curl.
With the development of stick curling, it has prolonged the older generation the ability to stay in the game, and with 2-band curling, for people who don't want to commit 2 hours, you can commit an hour and a half, kind of like 9 holes of golf instead of 18. You can shorten the game with a 2-person for someone who doesn't have the time. So there have been great developments in the game, opportunities for the game to bring in other curlers from the traditional 4-person.
It is a hard sport to master, and a hard sport, I think, to get young people to master. And I've really found the mixed doubles game, our high school program here, we've put some investment into the mixed doubles, as the MHSAA has a mixed doubles championship as well. And it's actually a great teaching tool for the game. It's a simpler strategy. You're playing a lot of the similar shots, more ends, and quicker games. You have to communicate with your partner a lot more.
Is that my draw ice?
I think investing in the mixed doubles
Just top button?
is a bonus for sure.
Is that my draw to the button ice? Throw a 15-3.
Well, and then you only need to find 2 players instead of 4, because I'm finding in league play, your 4-man team is a 6-man team, just so that everyone can be there. So if you only have to find 2 players, if 2 can commit, then they've probably committed for the season.
Whoa. Yep, little bit. Yep. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
Good chance here to get another one
Hard.
in behind.
Whoa,
No, I think he's
Just a little light, but that's a good spot for that to stop. They're pretty hard for Girard to get anything in behind. I think even indicating the freeze there. Not a bad shot to make that yellow one protected, but it'll be 4th shot, and they'll have a lot of work to do to get that on the scoreboard.
Looks heavy.
Would you ever come around with the other turn and try and corner freeze the one biting the 4-foot?
Yeah, I think that might have been the call, or maybe hit and roll off one of those top ones.
Yeah. The weight wasn't, well, it was, he could actually be shot rock.
Yeah, are we
No,
behind
not
the
quite.
tee line then? Bump? Hey. Just board here, guys.
Yeah, it is out in the open though, so this hit and roll is available.
Being 3 down, his thought processes were probably to just get rocks in play.
Whoa, whoa! Girl!
Just don't want to hit this on the nose, or just roll out an inch or 2 and give Girard a hit and roll back into everything.
No, it's too late. It's too late to call that. Hey.
Just like that.
Okay, here's a good opportunity.
Yeah, and that was the best way for Girard to get in there. I think they were maybe trying to get the roll in, but up 3-0. You might have thrown just a hit and roll away.
Girl, he's off. Girl! Hard! Holy
Can you explain the philosophy of carving a rock? I've seen even on TV with the Briar, different teams have their rock position different. They sweep half of the rock, some sweep the whole rock. Do you have any insight into the science behind that?
Well, you're definitely seeing a lot more experimenting with it, with more science in behind what sweeping's actually doing, and it's all about getting the right scratches in the pebble to get that rock curling. You've seen a lot of the elite teams that are sort of turning the broom head so that it's the long side of the broom is running with the rocks path to get more of those scratches in there.
Yeah, I was noticing last night watching Dunstone play Cooey that, if I'm not mistaken, EJ would turn the long side and more or less just sweep on warm up half the ice in front of the path as opposed to the entire path of the rock. And yet other teams are
Yes, the one thing that's really come out of on the flip side of the unfortunate of that whole broom gate with the brush fabric there a number of years ago, but as a result, people are really paying attention, and the science is there to really measure different techniques of brushing, and
yes,
it's allowed teams to really experiment. And sweeping's hard. You want to make sure you're doing the best you can. You don't want to be doing all that work, realizing you could be doing it, be more effective with the same amount of labor.
So here we have Zach Norris in the hack. Oh, sorry, no, we have Owen Girard.
I think there's room here with maybe hack weight. You could get a little flip underneath all that red in the middle of the sheet.
Hard. Yeah, it's through. Yep.
Well, at least he's got a yellow one out front.
Yeah, it was good weight. Just not sure if it was a release or a misread on the ice.
Well,
I think that's the most important thing for these teams coming in for experience, is really being able to diagnose what happened with a shot with a miss and giving yourself honest feedback.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He was probably hesitant about where to put the broom because the other attempts had floated there. So whether, like you said, it was release or slide. So Zach with his last rock is, I assume, electing to play
Just guard, guys.
a guard.
Tight's fine.
As long as you're in front of that shot stone somewhere, even if you're top 8 foot or something, that's not the end of the world.
Yes, yes, yes. Yep.
Actually coming in would prevent the rays of the yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
That's fine.
So right now, Norris is laying 6 and Girard has a tall task ahead of him.
And just try and sit there.
All right.
It's tight. You can try and roll off of that one onto there.
Yeah, sure, if you want to do that.
Be about there. Say about here. Yeah. That's all you got.
Couple options. This is definitely one of them that they're looking at. You can certainly a second shot. It gets pretty tough to move the shot rock if you drive this yellow one in there. Of course, the other option they didn't look at was just the in-turn draw on the other side.
That's right. I don't think they've drawn this side this whole end. All the draws have been out-turn. Nice looking throw. Good shot. Good shot. Keep them down to 1. So Norris steals 1, laying 6 before Girard threw, so that was a good outcome for them. We'll be back after this.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Sunrise Morning Draw, brought to you by Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
And welcome back. We're playing the third end. It's the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. And today's feature game is Zach Norris team from the Morris Curling Club taking on Owen Girard, the local Brandon Curling Club. And Norris is in control with a 4-0 lead as we play the third end. In the hack, you see Liam Copeland being asked to throw up a center guard or a hit. I didn't see the call.
I'm not sure.
A freeze, maybe.
A freeze.
Or a draw. Lots of options. It must have been a hit with that weight that he was asking. Carter.
Certainly. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Carter Malmquist is lead for Zach Norris team. He's originally he is from Winnipeg, and he's been curling in the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour, as well as training and curling as a junior out of the Morris Curling Club, where this team is from. He's curled for 2 years in the East St. Paul Men's League. And his achievements include both third place at both the U18 and the U20 Junior Curling Provincials. So he's been here to Provincials on 2 occasions before this one. And it appears he had a little extra on there. Okay, there's the call.
And you're seeing a lot more of those junior teams, I think, just with less teams out there, and you're trying to find the right 4. You're seeing a lot more that are from different areas, and it's really important to have things like that Manitoba Junior Curling Tour or the Sliding Stars we have here in the Westman area, to a chance to actually bring some of those players. It's hard to find the time to practice regularly and travel to practice, and when you're living an hour away from each other. And
yes.
Certainly wasn't something that was as common a dozen years ago when I was in junior play. You'd see lots of shuffle maybe with Winnipeg players, but you didn't necessarily see Winnipeg teams pulling from outside communities to form teams.
With the development of the Morris High Performance Center, I believe people from Winnipeg are traveling there. From surrounding areas are traveling to Morris. So that probably brings those junior curlers together as well. We just saw Norris ask his second Blake Good for a draw. And he slipped behind the tee line. So Girard is going to ask his second, Devin Perot, to freeze that top red rock. So I think he was a little inside with that release. But that's short is better than through. Something to draw behind.
Yeah, certainly usable. I think he'll
Norris probably play a hit.
Play hit and roll on it.
Yeah. So this is his second Blake good. Blake's from Stonewall. He's been curling competitively in the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour, as well as training at the Morris Curling Club.
9. Yep.
He's curled for 9 years in the Stonewall Men's League.
Hard right up. 9-8.
So that curled on him. That one's usable to Girard.
Yeah, seeing from what I have seen so far, it seems a little bit more curl towards the wings. And even with that control weight hit, I've seen a couple over curls there. You can get a pretty decent read on Team Norris's throw. I think that's also a credit to that Morris high performance program. But
yes,
you've seen junior curlers with great sliding mechanics and to throw really pure stones.
He came out a little wide on that one, and I'm assuming Owen was playing the back one, but it curled enough. Unfortunately, it ticked that rock behind the guard. Well,
it did also tick it a little bit. It's behind the tee line now, so it's certainly something you can freeze to later and get shot stone.
Exactly. Yeah, I think Zach just realized that and decided to get rid of the guard.
Yeah, this is a real smart call. It's easy to go, well, we're sitting two, and one of them's guarded. Let's get another one in.
Yeah.
But knowing that those, both this corner guard and that one behind the tee line could be your own enemy here if a freeze is made. So really heads up call here.
That's fine. That's fine.
I noticed Ethan Brandt, who just threw that, was asking for more ice. He obviously recognized the curl.
Yeah, another over curl there.
Yeah.
Not bad though. He got rid of that backing at least.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Even if this come around's made, you'll see probably that same run back attempted.
So this is Samuel Dickey throwing now, being asked to draw behind that guard that was a result of the double. Coming in nicely. And it sticks around for shot rock.
Just draw? Yeah, or it's just peel / run. I like the draw. What was that?
So what are your thoughts?
Well, a couple options. I think you heard peeling the guard from Ethan there. Peel the guard, the most you're probably going to give up is 2, and it's still a few shots away.
Line's good.
Girard will have to try to split the rings, get some separation between those yellow rocks. You might get a chance for a double.
Hard.
This is definitely a call that even if this is made, it's still behind the tee line.
Curl.
Oh, it's a good throw.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. So Girard is asking Dickey to replicate his first shot.
There's 3 rocks behind the tee line now. No, I think I would have peeled that guard.
That would have been my tendency. And
Certainly
I think,
up 4 points.
yes. Yeah, it isn't curling, so when they lose their curl, they just kind of go flat and sideways. Probably a good rock had a turn on it.
Is that enough ice? Yeah. Where was I? Right here. Yeah. And I would go here.
Now, is that enough ice?
Top 4.
Maybe it doesn't draw until the center line.
Yeah, I think it's been a tricky spot this week, I think, on that center line. You'll really start to see the curl when it crosses over. And makes the line on this particular spot a little bit tricky, because if you get a little bit too outside and it doesn't get that curl across the center line, or you get a little narrow and it crosses that center line too quick and you're all over that guard.
Just top 4. It's in my broom. Top 4, yep. Line's good, weight only.
Oh, I guess he did have the right ice. Just the way the other rocks went sideways, I was
15-3 on that one.
lovely shot.
Yeah, really good spot there. Blocks the freeze. And then the come around, if you make that come around behind the yellow, your third shot.
So, would you be doing this? This is his first rock. Would you consider the draw here?
You could kind of draw, maybe try to get in behind that red one,
Corner.
just even a little bit behind the one that was just thrown.
Yeah, because there's a wall there to possible jams for removal. He's electing to play the raise.
Straight.
Well, he really hasn't opened it up enough to get rid of any red rock, so he's probably going to be looking at 4 when he goes to throw his last one.
Top 8.
So Zach's intention here is just to get in the way of a draw to the 4-foot.
Yeah, you could put it almost kind of that same spot he ended up last end, just sort of top 8 off the center line.
Top 8, guys. Where? Then.
He does.
Hard, guys. You look high. Curl. 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 Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard. Go. Go. Good.
So he looked light. So Ethan Brandt, the third, was calling the curl to prevent the raise of the yellow.
Yeah, pretty heads-up call to at least do something with that rock. If it had stopped on the left side of the center as we see it, really not much that it's guarding, or both the draws there and the yellow raise, so at least get something out of that stone to prevent that tap back off the yellow.
So this is a draw against 3.
I think it's 3 at the back, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, nice shot against 6 last end.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They just left it a little too long.
Yeah, they left it a little too long. That's right. So Norris steals 2 more. The score is now 6-0 after 3, and we'll go to a break.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates, make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
And welcome back to the Brandon Curling Club, hosting the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. Our feature game today is Zach Norris team from the Morris Curling Club versus Owen Girard team from the Brandon Curling Club. Norris has been on fire today. He leads 6-0 after 3 ends. We're coming home in the 4th, and you're just seeing Liam Copeland throwing his 2nd stone of the end. The Girard team have just been struggling to execute shots, but this one looks like it's pretty good. So Liam will feel good about that one.
Normal.
The Norris team have actually not been missing much at all. A half shot at worst, sort of thing. Their record is 3-1, and you can see why. The Girard team, this is their first competitive season. If you're just joining us, all of these players were in a high school, are still in high school, so they've got a number of years to go, and this is an excellent learning opportunity for them to play against the province's best.
So just a hair firm.
Yeah, it's a good motivator to learn what your competition is. That was before they had the under 18 provincials. This was it. And I know my first couple of cracks at juniors, 14, 15 years old, you knew going in you were gonna take your lumps and learn as much as you can.
Weights up.
Certainly, I remember the biggest thing was the strategy. Was really realizing how much strategy matters when you're playing against teams that are making more shots than they're missing.
Right. And execution. How to miss. And you don't want to promote missing, but how to miss. You know, if you're playing a freeze, for example, you want to be light, not heavy, right? Because the guard is better than behind the back line. And it those are things that really get hit home when your opposition makes you pay for a miss.
Inside line. Line's good. Frozen. Top 8.
Yeah, and your learning strategy kind of at your level too. You know, TSN basically taught me strategy growing up, listening to Ray Turnbull and then Russ Howard and
right.
And well, that's learning strategy, but you're learning at that strategy at that top level, and sometimes that doesn't actually translate out to the junior play based on the skill level that you're at or your team's at. So experience, you got to go out and play in these events. That's
right.
How you get better.
And I think what we're seeing here is we've got a team that is playing the upper level strategy and executing it. And that makes it really tough lumps for a team that's learning. But this is a good miss because it's there. It's out front. Norris has to deal with it. He may leave a shooter behind. He may jam it into one in the house. So, he's electing not to play it.
I don't hate tight. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, they're pretty worried about the jam on either side.
Yeah. So that rock placement is causing a bit of concern for Norris. He doesn't want to tackle it. Electing to draw into the rings instead.
Tight, tight. Line's good. Tight. Line's good. Tight. Whoa. Easy. Tight. Good tight. On its own. Halfway tight. Good throw. 16-1.
Okay, we're now seeing Owen play the intern. I don't think we've seen anyone playing that outside in on this side of the sheet yet.
No, not since practice. I don't think we've... certainly not out this wide.
So he's looking to come in under that yellow guard.
I'd expect this one to run a little bit straighter. Played on the sheet a few times throughout the year here. But I think he got in pretty tight on the broom.
Actually, that if he'd had the weight, that would have come in nicely behind that guard.
Or top 12. I don't like guards. I like in. Here? No. Here. Yeah. No, guarding just makes it easier for them. What are we thinking to get to top 4 here? Okay.
So Ethan is from the Morris Curling Club, and he's been competing in the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour and training at the Morris Curling Club.
Yep, line.
Last year he was...
Hard line, yep. You guys
for the
gotta
last...
go. Looks quiet. Yep, just top 4. Yep. Just more ice? No, that was light.
Yeah, they wanted that one right into the forefoot.
Right.
You can get shot stone, I think, with both turns. The other school of thought for Norris team, they could have maybe tried a double peel on those 2 yellow ones.
Yes, by leaving the guards Oh, this is bending. I'm wondering if it's a different release between the two teams. Although that was lighter again, so. To a point that I don't think you can bail now, so it's whoever gets in.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely too late to start. Plus, you're sitting 4.
Yes.
I think too. You go in here, and
Line's good, top 4. It's gonna come down.
it's
hard.
also a bit of.
Really running.
You got to think of the whole event too. I think if you're Norris right now, I think you could easily go and just play a bunch of hits and to ride this game out. But they have a big game this afternoon against Nash Sugden, who also is at 3-1, and so sometimes there's a bit of that. You don't want to let your foot off the gas pedal strategy-wise. Still trying to make precise shots because you know you're gonna have to come out later in the day to do that too.
That's a good point, Shane. You relax, and then the other team comes back, or you come off an easy win, and it takes a bit of mental prep to get ready for a tougher game.
Yeah, exactly. Standings are tight there too, and then the men's division.
Oh, if this had
Norris.
the legs, that would have been a beautiful shot.
Yeah, good spot still though. You can definitely raise that one.
Yeah, that's right. This is definitely the first end where we've seen guards and lots of rocks in play, so that does make for a more interesting game and more opportunity for Girard to get a point or two. He still has the inside, or the intern draw, if he needs it on this side of the sheet.
Yeah, I imagine that'll be the feedback that Coach Jordy Hargraves gives is, look guys, look how many more chances he had to actually get one in there when there was some guards out front. Another bonus to having that quick feedback from your coaches
yes.
throughout the game.
Yeah.
Straight if you can. It's got to sit. Really over curling. Whoa, no. Whoa, just let it sit.
So that's Norris's first rock. We're on skip rocks here now. Oh, it looks like Jordy's called a timeout.
Yeah, there's really 2 shots. And
there's
it's
that
one, or you draw there, right? You could. I don't think you. Yeah.
You can fit through there. It's going to be by like millimeters, but
I think you could draw. You could draw here, or you could. Or
the draw is there. It's just really wide, and it's going to curl in a lot.
But you could roll in off that too. So,
yeah.
So I think those are the 2 shots. I'm just trying to. I'm thinking though that. I'm just trying to think here for your last one. What do you think is the easiest one that you're going to make between the hit and the roll or the draw?
Hit and roll, but you're not making it to the 4-foot, I don't think.
You can if you throw a bumper weight, yeah.
I'd say that would be the easier shot.
Okay.
But I want to try the draw first.
Okay. And the option is if the draw's a little heavy, you can come off that and roll in, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think you still have the out-turn draw as well.
It's really tight, but yeah,
really tight,
there.
I know, but
it is there, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking for the next shot. That's all. But I think
I tried this one first and then go to that one.
So Jordy covered all the options they had, and this shot and next, and alternate calls depending on weight and line. So you heard it. Let's see what Owen does.
Yeah, good look at it there. It isn't a huge hole to get through, and so it's certainly coming off that top 12 stone is a little tick is there.
It's there to use, right? Because they're almost edge to edge, I'd say.
Hard. Hard, both of you, hard. 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 Keep going. Hard.
Oh.
Yeah, just a little light. The line was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Problem with kicking that guard is he's blocked that hit and roll, as you heard Jordy talk about leaving yourself a good shot with your last one too, and he's now taken off that intern side of the sheet, and now you're going to see
and
Norris cap off this outturn side, and it's going to be a really tough shot.
And
Gerard's last.
He's got the raise, but probably something that wasn't talked about in the timeout was that's a fresh path out there. So the time for the draw, you need to have a little more, and if you're heavy, you're going to be hitting that red rock, right?
Yep. Hard, guys.
Because the intern side of the sheet hasn't been used nearly as much as the outturn side.
Max
Coming
distance,
home.
16-3 hard. It's not there. Just leave it. It's fine. 16-3. Can't get to that one anymore. Yeah.
Morris elected to miss light as opposed to heavy, because heavy would have provided backing for the Girard team. So there's the difference in the execution. So I'm guessing he's playing a bump on that yellow one he just threw.
Yeah, looking at the ice, I'd say just a draw weight, straight tap. It's pretty much the same line that he just threw with his draw. Just need a little bit more weight.
He's drawing against 3 for sure. Oh, it is bending. So
really good try.
It was a really good try.
Just over curled a fraction.
That's right. Yep, the weight was good. So Norris picks up another 3 and goes up 9-0, and we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, that's real good.
And we're back to the 2025 Co-ops of Manitoba Provincial Junior Championships. Our feature game is Team Zach Norris out of the Morris Curling Club versus Owen Girard, local team out of the Brandon Curling Club. Jocelyn Beaver, Shane McGranahan alongside. We're playing the fifth end, and Norris is in control with a 9-0 lead. As mentioned before, the Norris team is quite experienced. They've played together for the past 2 seasons and finished second and third on the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour. So they are one of the favorites to see in the playoffs this coming weekend, or this weekend. Adversely, the Team Girard is still in high school, and this is their first provincials, and they are looking to gain experience and play in the big leagues with the more competitive teams.
Yeah, it's really tight, the standings here for the junior men's side. You have
It's a 14-6.
Jace Freeman, who I think probably was coming in this weekend as the favorite, and they're currently losing by a couple points. They're already coming in at just a 2-1 record, so those 1 losses, 2 losses, that's going to be really tight, I think, with just 3 teams making the playoffs.
It looks like Jace scored 3 in the 4th, so I think he's up 4-3 now.
You can hit it. Oh, no.
Just in.
15. Oh.
We can update the other junior men's team. Campbell.
Yes, that 3 just went on the board there, so Freeman's up 4-3 over Burton. I think Burton comes in at a 2-2 record, so that's a really big game for both teams. And Ryland Campbell and Logan Strand currently tied at 2 after 4.
Tight.
Both those teams, 1 win, 2 losses coming in. I think that's probably a must-win game over there, so we'll definitely keep our eye out on that sheet.
I got halfway. Line's good. Tight. Halfway. Room. Line.
So Norris team, back to our sheet. Norris team has asked Carter Malmquist to put both his rocks in his rings, and he's done that, and now he's asked Blake Good for a tight guard, and they've brought it in. So they have 3 stones grouped in the meanwhile. Girard had asked for corner guard and then one to go behind, and it just went right to the boards. So now Owen is asking second Devin Perot to play a hit on these rocks in the rings.
Curl.
Looks like he just set that out when he was on the release, and it went through. So now that Zach can start removing rocks, he's going to do so.
It's really moving inside out. Yep. I like that ice, honestly.
A couple junior women's games going on too. There are B semifinals on the B side. The women with 11 teams are playing a triple knockout system rather than the round robin.
Yep.
And Karis Buchalter currently leading
Hard right up.
Samantha Eagles 2-1.
Just letting them go soft.
That's through 4 ends. And Riley Buchalter has a 3-2 lead over Shayla Hayward. The winners of those 2 games will meet in the B qualifier spot for the playoffs. And join Cassidy Dundas, who qualified yesterday through the A side. It's a little different with having the one group in the round robin system and the other one doing a bracket, but just when you have just an entry and you're into provincials and you're not capping the amount of teams that play, you really have to see how many teams enter before you decide what format works best.
Right. And you mentioned Shayla Hayward. She has a local connection to Verdun. Her dad is originally from Verdun, so they did rather well last year in provincials. 2024 U18 national champions. So back to our sheet. Good was asked to remove a corner guard and was a soft release and ended up hitting a nose hit. Samuel Dickey was asked to come into the rings and he ended up
Behind it? Oh, front, yeah.
a freeze. And he was short, so Ethan Brandt did appeal and removed it, and now Samuel Dickey is being asked to freeze the 3 rocks in the rings again.
I'd like to bump them back a little bit even too, possibly, and
break.
Get some of those behind the tee line or build a little bit of a wall. Those red stones got put in really good position.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Just clean. Whoa, 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 we're falling.
In appeal, it doesn't matter how much or how little of the rock you hit as long as they both hit the wall on the sides.
If there's a hit.
In this case.
Yeah, I think especially with the ice running as fast as it is, the stones are really bouncing, and we're seeing some really lively houses this week too.
Uh-oh. A little interesting distraction.
Seven, Liam. Seven. Seven. Seven.
Just giving the Co-ops Manitoba a little extra sponsor time.
Yes.
Head guard. Might as well.
He may not have accomplished everything, but breaking up the freeze and has allowed him. It's an easier double now, however.
Yeah, you see the red stones lined up right in front of each other. That's just a credit to how good those freezes were set up by the Norris team.
Mm-hmm. And now he's electing to throw a draw or a guard on that.
Yeah, it's so easy to, when you're setting those freezes up without hammer and you're up in the scoreboard, to just tick and roll off, and you end up building that wall for the other team. They're really important shots to be precise with.
Gotta be tight. Tight. Make sure we're tight. Make sure we're tight. Never off. You look high. Really gotta go.
So
Rush 18.
the last end, when Norris was drawing to the forefoot and came up short of the rings, this time he wanted to be tight. So do you think the ice is slowing down, or?
I don't think so. That would seem a little uncharacteristic, I think, of the ice to break down this quick. Heard some hog-to-hog times last end, and they were saying still 15 would be that tee line. So I think it is. I think they're just a little bit light.
Yeah.
But as you've been saying, knowing how to miss and knowing that a few feet light is definitely the way to miss that shot. It still does the job. You can see Foley protects those ones in the house.
So is I didn't see the call, but I'm assuming Owen is looking to draw under the corner guard, is he? Or is he playing a hit on this?
He's playing a hit on these.
Yes, he is.
Girl.
It was a really hard shot.
Right. And I'm thinking that your thoughts that rather than looking at a skip's deuce, he's looking to the team is playing end for end as opposed to trying to get points back at this point in the game. Perhaps.
Yeah, I imagine that was the logic with trying that double there, is to give himself more room, more of the scoring area to draw with his last one.
Top four. Hard then. Top four, guys. Just top four. Gotta go line. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Hard, guys. Hard. Go, go, go.
So he did throw more weight this time to accommodate being short the last time. So he did make a correction or adjustment, I guess. And this is tough for Owen now. He threw a high hit. Now to come back and throw a draw. We'll see.
Yeah, there's definitely room there. Seeing a little bit more movement, you can see that room's out in the middle of the 12-foot, but I don't think that corner guard will get in the way.
No, actually, I was surprised at Zach's rock that it didn't seem to draw as much to the center as they've been drawing to the outside. So if he gets out to the berm, he should be good.
I think it's off, bro. Straight. Just straight.
Oh, I think he's on the red. Yeah, the weight was nice. Another 3 for Norris, so we're going to be taking a 5th end break here, and Norris leads Girard 12-0. See you.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. and support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MBCurlMuseum. Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MBCurlMuseum.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Sunrise Morning Draw, brought to you by Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
And welcome back to the Brandon Curling Club, hosting the Co-ops of Manitoba Junior Provincial Championships. We're going to see a lineup change. Today, the Norris team has been afflicted with a bug, and Zach Norris has pulled himself from the game. He missed a game yesterday versus Team Strand, and their lead, Carter Malmquist, who is throwing, has missed 2 games yesterday. So they're just going to let Zach try and recuperate a bit more, and they've decided to proceed with 3 curlers for the rest of the duration of this game.
Yeah, only 3 of the junior men's teams and 3 on the women's sides that named an alternate that are here. It's easy to go, you don't need that 5th, and then something like this happens.
Mm-hmm. So
playing with 3 in a long provincial championships, that can wear you out if you're throwing more rocks and
the Carter Malmquist in the hack right now. He's just recently returned from Saskatoon, where he was part of Team Manitoba 2 at the U18 Nationals. And at that event, both Team Manitoba teams made it to the quarterfinals. So a good showing by Team Manitobas. But that might explain Carter being a bit run down after playing in that event and susceptible to those little bugs. So good to see him back on the ice.
I want to say weight looks pretty good.
I would expect Ethan Brandt, who's now calling the game, will be trying to keep it open, and Girard's team slipped into the rings both last rock and this rock, which means the free guard zone is going to be null and void this end.
Just clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Just clean. Just clean. Just clean. Clean.
Looking like a nose hit.
9-7.
Yeah, super important for this Norris team to not push too hard, and it's probably a good move for Zach to try to get better. They, big game this afternoon, and hopefully a few more after that.
Right, and they are playing this afternoon. You were saying.
Yes, against Sugden, who's coming in at 3-1 as well.
As well, right. And if I'm not oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, there's a big steal of 3 by Jace Freeman on the other end of the rink, and they're starting to take charge of that game. They're only at 1 loss too, so it's you really don't want to fall to that second loss even.
So Ethan's asking for appeal here.
Just clean. Yep. Clean. Clean. Whoa, curl. Curl, 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 curl.
So I did notice when he asked Carter to curl, he did flip his brush head, changed it to a different direction, and
That's a lot of work when you're just sweeping by yourself now, too. You not just have to get over to the other side of the rock, but
Yeah.
change the position on the broom head.
Yeah, he managed that rather well.
Gotta be a guard. Giver. Hard.
So Girard is just looking to put any rocks in play, a guard.
Go normal.
And rather than clearing the front, Ethan's playing the hit and roll under the guard that was just placed.
Close. Yep. Whoa, whoa, clean. Yep. Whoa. Roll it. Good, just firm.
Really close. That was a good try. We've seen lots of overcurls in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
You heard the feedback was maybe just threw a little bit too hard.
Owen's just electing to freeze the one on the button, trying to...
Yeah, that was the unfortunate part, is he did touch that shot stone. And move it
Moved a
back
little
about
back.
a foot, and now it's behind the tee line.
Although this one doesn't look heavy enough. But that's... So is there an opportunity for a double peel there, do you think?
Yeah, not a lot of separation between those stones. I think about a quarter, you said there. I think even maybe a third of a rock, too. You get them both, and the shooter will spin off the top of the second yellow. Pretty natural angle. The only danger is you hit this too thick, and you actually end up pushing the second guard into the rings.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard.
I think that's what might happen. No, he missed it. Missed the second one, so. So he gets to try again. That looks a little bit more.
Happens so often, you try to make that adjustment and you overcompensate after coming up light with his first one.
Should move a lot at the end. Like around the hog line, it'll jump.
So I see Ethan is playing the intern.
Two-thirds gets it.
I know this is good ice, but tendency in rural clubs is to play outside in because it's straighter. And it's nice to see playing inside out. He wants to hit and roll under the guard, I presume. Or out completely.
I heard just a nice control weight. You get a little more bounce off the Yellowstone playing this turn.
Yes.
Yes. Whoa. Whoa. No. Curl.
Oh, he moved it back farther. And rolled out. So now the freeze isn't necessarily what he'd like. He should stay in front of the tee line, should he not? Or would you still freeze?
I think so. The guard's pretty long. That I think if you were just sitting shot stone, top of the 4 foot, you could try to tap it out. So I think I would try to come right to the back one.
This is looking like a really good shot.
Very nice to get it to there for shot stone too. It is pretty much fully buried.
Throw board. Aim for a third.
This is a more delicate shot that we're having to see. The Norris team hasn't really been challenged much for tough shots. So this is Ethan's last rock, and he'll have to make a pretty precise shot here.
Yeah, not a lot of room there. You really have to make sure you push the yellow one out. If you only hit a quarter of it and bounce it, chip it over into the 8 foot, there's definitely enough room to make a tap on the red at the back to score 2. So it's all about the weight control here.
Curl, 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 curl. You're not close. Whoa, just save yourself.
That never really moved. All right, so it looks like it's a draw for 2.
Yeah, I think he straightened that one out on the release a little bit.
Yeah.
Would have liked to see it. I think hack weight was a nice, it's not a lot of curl with that bumper weight.
True. Yeah.
When you're playing those kind of in between soft takeout weights, you really got to pay attention to. There's always a weight where the curl's really going to come off it, and I think he threw just enough weight that it didn't come back.
This looks like it's here on its own. It's got some curling to do. Oh, don't leave it. I think you need to sweep, boys. Oh, goodness. It had good line. So, all right.
One. All right. That's one. We got one.
So that's one yellow. Girardin is on the board. And it looks like they're going to concede. So that's the game. Zach Norris over Owen Girard, 12-1. Thank you for watching, and tune in for the next draw. Signing off from the Brandon Curling Club.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canada Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canada Inn's. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadainns.com.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon and Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, that's real good.
New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without broom caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults who didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw. The Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Ice. or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba Sports Ticket Raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for 10, 10 for 25, or 40 for 50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to raffle.link/MBCurlMuseum. Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba, proud sponsors of Manitoba Junior Curling.